Cfmoto's latest creation, the SRC21s, are set to land sometime in 2022. And believe me, there's plenty of reasons why you should take this bike seriously. However, with that said, I'm not at all sure if CF's going to sell many. So let's take a look at 5 massive reasons why you should consider this new middleweight, and of course more to the point, the real reason why most of the biking community at large unfortunately will probably overlook this bike. So to start with, let's take a look at its reliability. Cfmoto slated this new bike as a competitor for Yamaha's immensely popular R7, and in all honesty the company's been making huge strides in the motorcycle industry. And along with its new orange partner in crime, KTM, CF's not only taken a big step up in quality of what it's producing, at the same time they've acquired access to the American market through the back door, where they've been very successfully dominating the ATV sector for the last 15 years or so. And believe me, as we know, ATVs need to be able to take some hammer and still stay reliable. And that's exactly what CF have managed to do with its extremely reliable lineup of ATVs. As well as the launch of the long-anticipated 800MT, CF's been working on this new middleweight sports bike in the background, and it's looking more and more likely that it may be a new feature-packed entrance into its category. So, what are we to expect from this new middleweight contender? Well, with Cfmoto currently in ownership of over half of KTM, the Chinese giant's in a great position to create something between the awesome RC390 and its new beast of a supersport, the RC8C. And with that said, the new C21 boasts some top-notch hardware, hinting that it could indeed pack some serious performance. Some of the bike's components include a link-type monoshock to the rear with a fully adjustable GP Spec Öhlins fork setup, meaning that the bike's suspension's clearly top-notch. And when it comes to the stopping power of the bike, CF's kept the quality level high, with what looks to be a dual 320mm disc with a 4-pot Brembo to the front and a single Brembo to the rear. And get this, the bike's got MotoGP style disc caliper cooling covers that definitely point to performance, even though we're probably not likely to see them in the finished production model. Unsprung weight comes in the form of a very nice looking pair of forged 6-spoke wheels, shod in some more than capable track grade Pirelli Supercorsa tyres. So this new bike's unlike anything CF's ever attempted before, and although it comes out of the renowned Kiska design studio that KTM uses, it's hard to say whether or not the biking community at large will take to it. And to be quite honest with you, even if it doesn't hit the mark, it's still a big step forward for CF, not to mention a possible threat to the likes of the Aprilia RS660, and of course Yamaha's awesome R7 that we mentioned earlier. So although we don't have the official word on the engine yet, given that the bike appears to be sporting dual SC Project exhausts, it's almost a given that the CS21's been slated to use KTM's 799 parallel twin engine as a platform. But what are we actually looking at here from this engine? Well, in terms of power, you're going to get 73 horses and around 68 Nm at 6,500 RPM. And to put that into context, it just pips the mighty Yamaha R7 that shows similar specs at 72.4 horsepower and 67 Nm of torque at 6,500 RPM. And let's not forget, CF's already very successfully put this plough pant into action in its very cool new 700 CLX Heritage model, and of course not forgetting its great new 800MT adventure bike. The SRC21's clearly been designed by Kiska Studios to be a cutting-edge superbike that gets ultra-slick bodywork including forged carbon fibre trims, and a pair of aerodynamic winglets like you get on the new MV Agusta F3RR that should definitely help with the bike's aerodynamics. The bike also gets some very welcome built-in frame sliders and integrated LED lighting to the front and rear. So like most modern motorcycles that you get nowadays, you'll be getting a TFT display that I'm sure will help you navigate through a multitude of riding setups that you're sure to get with this new SRC. So assuming that Cfmoto goes with the ingredients they currently have, the end result should be a cheaper, slightly more dumbed down and accessible replica of the immense RC8C. All told, Cfmoto could have a very important contender on their hands. And if they stick to the script and produce a middleweight sports bike costing under $9,000 or £6,500, it's sure to draw some serious attention from the worldwide biking community. So although this bike gets top shelf components like a fully adjustable Olin setup, top grade tyres from Pirelli and an ultra capable Brembo braking team, not to mention that awesome 799 parallel twin from KTM that pumps out more power and torque than Yamaha's R7, it still probably won't get entertained by most, because unfortunately for the C21, it has a CF badge on it and it's coming out of China. Which in our eyes, well, it's a bit of a shame, isn't it? So what do you think? Are we going to get a Chinese bike to rival Aprilia and Yamaha in the middleweight category? Or will it just be another unworthy Chinese replica that doesn't stand up to closer scrutiny? As always, we'd love to hear your thoughts, so drop us a comment below and let us know what you think. And if you want to know more about new bikes that are on the way, we hope you consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you all for watching this review. My name's Bobby Max. I'm out of here.